it's Jen and welcome to my channel. I have a physical media thrift haul for you guys today. If you don't know already, I collect physical media. I've been collecting it for a few years, so my collection's on the larger side. But I've been thrifting this month of April as well, and I found a few things. If you want to take a look, let's get into it. So let's get started. First I'm going to start with the DVDs. The very first one that I picked up is going to be Ginger Snaps 2. Put that one right there. I got this one at Half Price Books. I didn't take off any of the stickers yet, but I got just Ginger Snaps 2 because I already had the first one. So I caved and bought the second one, even though it was $6. I usually don't like to spend that much. I know it's not a lot for some people, but I've got a lot of my DVDs for less than $4, so $6. So I'm like, it's gonna be a big one. But let me open it up so you can see on the inside, and then we can take a look at the pamphlet, see if it's anything cool. And then it has this pamphlet inside with just more movies that you can purchase. And then I'll show you the back because it does have special features on there as well. So if you want to see. And I really love Ginger Snaps 1 and 2. I tried watching the third one and I could not get through it. It's just something about the old-timey periods that I'm like, I'm not that interested. But if you have watched Ginger Snaps 3, let me know if I should really go through with it. I have watched 1 and 2. 3, I was like, I don't think I can do this. So if you think Ginger Snaps 3 is worth a watch, let me know and I'll try to power through it. I couldn't do it. I tried twice to watch it and I was like, no, I can't do it. But I've also, another one that I tried to watch twice. It took me a second time, but I tried to watch Trap and I was like, no, it's so boring. It's like dragging your feet. If you've watched Trap, it's a newer movie. But I watched that one the second time. I still didn't end up liking it, but I mean, I powered through that one. The second movie I picked up is also from Half Price Books, and then I still also haven't taken the sticker off. But I got Matrix Reloaded. So if you saw my last video, I already have The Matrix on VHS, and then I found the third one. But so I finally found the second one. Half Price Books had a good chunk of the second ones, but I found this one here. And then if you want to take a look at the back, and I'll open up the center, it is a 2-disc, just like the third one. And then I'll open the pamphlet for you. Sorry if you hear my cat in the background sneezing. And then here is the scene selection. Next up I have Wrong Turn 5. Why specifically 5? Because I did find 1 through 6 minus 5 at, I believe it was Value Village. I found it there. So I was just missing this one. I was like, the chances of finding number 5 out in another thrift store was going to be pretty slim for me. So I did cave and purchase it at Half Price Books for $6. Tragic. It is one of those thinner cases. So it's those thinner ones I don't really like, but I was just missing this one. So I didn't want to just wait around and see if I find it out, because I don't think the chances of me finding number 5 out in the wild is going to be pretty slim. So I saw only one copy of number 5 over there, so I purchased that one. The next one that I got, I found this one at Goodwill. At Goodwill, at least my Goodwill, they're all $4. And then I got this one. I got Saw the Final Chapter. I have a good chunk of the Saw collection. I believe I have 1 through 6, all with the clear disc, the clear case. And I'm trying to get all of them. So I got the final chapter. If you want to take a look at the back there. And they all the ones that I have the clear case, and the disc is usually like a picture of a trap in the film. So if you want to take a look. But I will not stop until I complete my Saw collection all in clear disc. I have heard that the like later movies are harder to find. I hope that they made all of them in the clear disc, because I'm not willing to sacrifice a non-clear disc. Once I found one that I needed, but it wasn't a clear case, and I just gave it up because I'm like, no, now I gotta commit to if I got 1 through 6. Like I'm almost there. The next movie that I got, I found this one at Value Village. This is the most expensive DVD that I have in this haul, and it's $7, but it is a 4K / Blu-ray. I don't really like having the Blu-ray ones because they are shorter. It's literally just because they're shorter compared to a regular DVD, and most of mine are all DVDs. I do prefer having all the same length. I do prefer to have usually DVDs over Blu-rays. I know that it's a little bit more clear on a Blu-ray, and I do have a Blu-ray player, but a lot of my like DVD stands are specifically, they're older, so they're all meant for DVDs, and then like the Blu-rays don't really fit in the stand. So that's why I prefer to collect just DVDs and not Blu-rays, specifically because they're shorter. But this is a newer movie, so finding this in a DVD was going to be hard, especially during thrifting. But Brightburn, I really did like Brightburn. It's one that, I mean, I haven't even rewatched it in a long time, but this one has like stuck in my memory for a while. I really enjoyed this movie, and if you haven't watched it, it's almost like if it's kind of like a Superman growing up without a good, really nice moral compass. But I really liked this film, so I really wanted to pick it up, even if it was a Blu-ray 4K. Here's the disc. It's just words, a little bit lame. And then it has the Blu-ray and the 4K. I don't know if I'll ever have a 4K player. This one was only $7 for a 4K movie. At my Value Village, it's only $1 less if there was only Blu-ray, which I wouldn't cop anyways, but it looked like somebody gave up their entire 4K collection, because it was like 2 rows of just 4K movies. But the Brightburn is one that I could not like pass up, because even at half price books I haven't seen Brightburn, and I've been looking to pick that one up. And then next up, I'm gonna go to the VHS. I got a few this time. So my VHS, this one I was looking for, I didn't think I would find, but I did find. It's not like a similar movie, but similar time, with the name Ghost in it. I do have 13 Ghost already, and I found that at half price books, and I found Ghost Ship at half price books as well on VHS. I've only watched it on Tubi. Shout out Tubi, I love Tubi. But I now have a physical copy on VHS, which I thought would be harder to find in VHS than in DVD. But I'm very happy that I found that one. And then next, it's a movie that I also don't have in DVD. But I'm happy that I found it on VHS, because I prefer to have it in VHS. I have Shrek. I also thought this was going to be hard to find. I found this one at Goodwill. But so at Goodwill it's only $1, so for the VHS. And I found this one. Another one that I found this one as a random thrift shop. They did not have, it's not a chain thrift shop, and they didn't have a lot of VHS. And this one was only 50 cents. It's not a movie, it's like a TV special, and it's Leo Mania. One that I thought was pretty funny. It's only an hour long. It's probably like an E-special, TBH. But it says Leo's, is it authorized or unauthorized? Unauthorized story. But I thought it was pretty fun to get that one. It was only 50 cents, so I'm like, okay. And then the last VHS set, I found a set that I found. This is a show that I have not watched. It's very popular. I try to watch a lot of like the 2000s shows, like the OC, Smallville. What's another one that I'm watching? I'm watching Vanderpump Rules for the first time. This is a show that I've only watched one season, one episode of. And I usually find the DVD sets, but I found it this time on VHS. And I've never seen this in VHS, so I had to grab it. It is Sex in the City. They had not only the first season, I found this at Value Village, by the way. They have the second season. Look at that. And then they had the third season. Doesn't that look cool? I usually see it in DVD form, and I think, oh no, I don't need that. I don't need that collection. I have a few collections, and I don't need to get that one, especially since I haven't watched it. But the very first season was only $3, and I've never seen it in VHS form, so I was kind of excited about it. And I couldn't leave the other two behind, even though these ones were $6. But I couldn't leave it behind if I'm like, it's the first 3, I should just get it. So now I'm so excited to watch these on VHS. And then, shockingly enough, my CD streak has kept going, and I found a few good CDs at the thrift. This one, I found it at Value Village. I found 4 exactly. Oh no, 5. I'll bring that one as well so you can see it. The very first one I found Aaliyah. I don't have any Aaliyah CDs, so I got Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. I already checked the inside to see if the CD was in there. Before you leave, make sure that your CD and DVD is in there, because I found an Incubus CD today, and I opened it and it was Rush. It was like greatest hits of Rush, and I was like, this is so sad. That was the first time I would have ever found Incubus at the thrift store, but unfortunately it wasn't Incubus. And then a really good one, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I love this CD, so I'm so happy I found it. That one I also thought was gonna be a rough one to find. And then these two, I found 2 Nine Inch Nails CDs right there. And then one more, I'm gonna go get that one. And then the very last CD that I found was the best Maroon 5 CD, Songs About Jane. Yay! And I usually don't get any books at all. This is hardly a book. It's kind of more like a magazine. It's a Twilight related, and it was only $3, a half price book, so I had to get it. It's the Twilight New Moon official illustrated movie companion, and it has like a behind the scenes as well as scenes from the movie. And I thought, the pictures are so clear and beautiful, so I was like, I don't need this. I hardly have any books. How often am I gonna look at it? And I was like, it's $3, I'm gonna get it. And I think it's so cool. I've never seen any of these before, neither in a regular retail store or at the thrift store. So, and it's in really good condition, so I was excited. I couldn't leave this one behind either. So this is the only book you'll probably ever see from me. So that is all the physical media that I found. Most of this was all throughout April. It was not just one trip, so I went to a few different stores a few different times, and that was all I found. So I found DVDs, CDs, VHS, and then also that one book. So thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully see you next time.